Portugal is the largest producer of corks, providing 1/2 of the world's demand. They have held the monopoly on cork production for centuries, sustaining the livelihood of harvesters and contributing to the country's economy. Cork oak trees are part of 34% of forests that cover the country. Overall, there are approximately 6.6 million acres of cork oak forest throughout Portugal, Spain, Algeria, Morocco, Italy, Tunisia, and France. These forests are called cork matados, savannas that protect the biodiversity of land around the Mediterranean Sea, and is second to the Amazon rainforest in species diversity. Cork trees must be 25 years old before their first harvest and cannot be harvested again until 9 years later. The harvesting is tedious, requiring that only the outer bark be slit without harming the deeper layers. Harvested correctly, a cork tree may live up to 300 years. In spite of the labor-intensive harvesting required, cork remains cost-effective. In addition, there is no waste in their production, and residue is ground for other cork products. Cork is 100% natural, renewable, recyclable, and biodegradable. So why has there been an emergence of new technology to replace natural cork? Synthetic corks have taken over 20% of the market share. Screw caps, no longer associated with just cheap wines, now dominate the Australian and New Zealand wine markets. The answer lies in the reason 3 to 7% of all wines naturally corked are found tainted. In the 1980s, chemists identified the cause of tainted wine to be TCA, a chemical resulting from the interaction of mold, chlorine, and phenols. Chlorophenols taken up by cork trees, wine barrels, pallets, and even wooden beams in a cellar are an industrial pollutant found in pesticides and wood preservatives. TCA is reported not to pose a health risk in levels found in wine, but rather impart an aroma and flavor that is often described resembling cardboard, moldy newspaper, or wet dog. Natural cork producers have begun to campaign against synthetic or plastic corks, as can be seen in the following quote. The plastic producers argue that their cork is 100% recyclable and is accepted by established recycling programs. Furthermore, they have been investing in research to develop a synthetic that has the poorest qualities of natural cork, yet improved oxygen management for aging wine. Meanwhile, metal screw caps are gaining popularity as it prevents TCA completely. However, it is not breathable, so it is questionable if wines can age well. Additionally, screw caps are not recyclable due to a plastic sealer and adhesive. The glass stopper prevents TCA, but is costly compared to synthetic and metal screw caps. So if you are a wine drinker, what do you do with your natural corks? Whole Foods is the first national retailer to launch a wine cork recycling program in 292 stores throughout the U.S., Canada, and United Kingdom. For more information, go to corkreharvest.org. The reason I chose to examine cork as a resource is obvious to those that know me well, and this aisle you are viewing is one of my favorite shopping locations. Wine is a global commodity that has spanned the time of civilization and has a place in our culture and tradition and invites a spirit of friendship and sharing. But there are also economic and ecological components that have changed the course of winemaking and distribution. Contaminants are posing challenges that winemakers are adapting to through new technologies, but not without consequences. I learned a great deal in this examination of cork. I hope you did too.